Good morning students and welcome back to the next session of the subject EVS. For this video we are going to refer to the Tulip Semester 1 textbook. Tulip Semester 1 textbook. Okay. Students, in the previous class you must have studied about animals around us. Yes, lesson number 3, animals around us. So what did you study? You studied the different types of animals which are there, like the domestic, the wild animals. Then you studied how animals are useful to us in many different ways. Yeah. And at last you studied especially the most important thing that you studied was the homes of animals. Yes, each animal has a different shelter to stay. That's a home to stay, right? And they have different names given to that homes, right? Now here I have few pictures where you have to see and let me know which are the identify and let me know which are the homes of animals and which animals live there. Yes, so here is the picture. Identify the following houses of animals. Write the names of the animals that lives in the each house. The first one, can you tell me, identify which house is this? Yes, it's a den. And who lives in the den? Yes, lion lives in the den. So you'll write down the lion. Next, so which house is this, student? Yes, it's a house of, it's called cowshed. Yes, and who lives in cowshed? Cow. Very good. Can you identify this house? Yes, it is coop. It is coop. So who lives in coop? Which animal? That's the bird hen. Very good. The next, beehive. Yes, and who lives there? Bee. The busy bees live there. Okay. So you could identify the different houses and the animals that live in that house. Right. Similarly, we human beings also need a place to stay. And our place to stay is what? Our house. Right. So today we are going to study lesson number 6, types of houses. Types of houses. Okay, where we are going to see what is a house, right? And why we need a house and what are the different types of houses. Okay, we are going to see that. Okay, so let's begin. So as I told you earlier, we all need a place to live, right? So the place that we live in is called what? House. Okay. So we all need a place to live in. The place we live in is called a house. Is called a house. So why we need a place like house to live in? Why it is very important? The first thing, it is important because it protects us from heat and cold. It protects us from heat and cold because you're in the house. You protect yourself from the heat that is coming from the sun, and when it's winter season you feel cold, so you can inside the house you feel little warm. Okay, you can just put lit the fire, not fire at the fireplace, or you can just sit in front of the heater and make yourself warm. Yes, it also gives us shelter from rain and storm. Rain and storm. If it rains heavily, you'll get wet, right? But if you're in a shelter place where you're there, so then what happens? You protect yourself from getting wet in the rain. Now, storm is what? Where there's thunder and lightning. You had that sound, thadang, and then you find that lightning lights from the skies coming out. That is storm. Okay, the thunder and lightning coming out with a heavy rainfall. That is how will you protect yourself? Because when you're in a shelter, so a house is very important because it gives you shelter from rain and storm, and it also protects you from thieves. It also protects you from thieves. In your house easily anyone will not enter into rob you. Okay, but if you're roaming around like it becomes very easy, the thief can rob you. But when you're at house, so it becomes very difficult to rob you. Okay, because the thief doesn't know how many members are there in the house to rob you. Yes, so that it protects you from thieves. Okay, and it also protects you from animals, wild animals especially. Okay, it protects you from animals. So why houses needed? Houses needed because it protects us from heat and cold. It gives shelter from rain and storm. It protects us from thieves and it protects us from animals. Okay, whether the house is big or small doesn't matter, students, because you're staying with your family in that house and you are very happy to be with your family. Okay, so now there are different types of houses which are there. Okay, are available in different parts of the area. Okay, so now let's see. depending on the material, what material is available which are used to build a house, depending on that materials used to build a house, these are the different types of houses. The first one is huts, the second is flats and bungalows, the next is tents, next is igloos, caravans, houseboat, and many more to see. Okay, so depending on the material that is there that we used to build, so these are the types of houses: huts, flats, bungalows, tents, igloos, caravans, and houseboats. Okay, so now we are going to see to them one by one. Yes, so first one what we are going to see is huts. Okay, so what is a hut, student? Hut is a place which is made up of mud and sticks. It is made up of mud and sticks. So hut is made up of what? Mud and sticks. Okay, the roof, if you could see, the roof is made up of what? Dry leaves and straw, that is called thatch. So made up of dry leaves and straw, which is called what? Thatch. Okay, so it is made up of mud and sticks, and the roof is made out of dry leaves and straw, that is called thatch. So with this you must have clearly understood that this house is not so strong enough to live in. So the house is not very strong to live in. Okay, with a storm the thatch might fly off. Okay, little of rain and also the mud may fall down. Okay, there will be some different issues happening. So that's the thing. Mud huts are not very strong. So huts are made up of what? Mud and stick. Then the roof is made out of dry leaves and straw, that is called thatch, and it is not very strong house. Okay. The next we are going to see is bungalows and flats. Now that's where you in the city area you find these bungalows and flats. Okay. Now how are these bungalows and flats made of? The bungalows and flats are made of bricks, cement, and iron rods. Bricks are used, cement is used to plaster, and iron rods are there to make pillar so that the house can remain strong. The house can remain strong. So the bungalows and flats are made up of brick, cement, and iron rods. The doors and the windows, if you could see, are made of wood and glass. Okay, you all are staying in a flat, some of you are staying in a bungalow, right? Or some of you are staying in a house which is a type of a bungalow. So the doors and windows which are there, they are made of what? Wood and glass. Now, as I told you, the brick is used, the cement is used, and the iron rod is used to make the pillar. So that's how the house is strong. So this house is what? Strong and last for long time. It can last for long time. And basically, this bungalows and flats you see in the city sides. Okay. Yeah. So bungalows and flats are made of what? Bricks, cement, and iron rods. The doors are made up of wood and glass. Doors and windows are made of wood and glass, and it is a strong and last for long time. So this house is strong and last for long time. Okay, the next we are going to study is about tents. Okay, so what is tent? So student, this is a tent. Okay, it's only a cloth. Okay, this cloth is a very strong cloth. Okay, and there are two poles like this put up, and at the end there's a rope which is tied to this so that the tent does not fly off easily. Okay, so this is tent. So what it is made up of? Using canvas, that is the cloth which is it's a strong cloth. Okay, and is supported by the poles, supported by the poles here. Okay, to stand up. So it is made of canvas supported by the poles. Now cloth means what? You can fold it very easily and keep it on one place, right? Similarly, tents you can fold it and you can carry it from one place to another. So it is very easy to carry from place to place. So tents you can, what you can do, you put it up on one place. Now you're moving ahead, you can fold it up, keep it in your bag and move to the next place carrying it. Okay, so it is very easy to carry from place to place. Okay, it is used in camps and deserts. So in camps you basically, where you must be having camps put up, a summer camp, and also they basically build this tent so that you all can stay in it. So you will use this for camps and desert area. In desert area most of the time there are tents put up by the performers who are the dance performers who come and just stay for the temporary purpose. So they put on these tents. So it is used in camps and deserts. So what is tent? It is made up of canvas and is supported by the poles, and you can easily carry it from place to place, and it is used in camps and desert. The next type of house we are going to study is caravans. Okay, caravans is what? This is caravans. Okay, so you must be clearly understanding that it's a bus. Okay, yeah, so if like tents, you have to only drive the bus from one place to another, you can move easily. Okay, these caravans have all the facilities from kitchen, bedroom to a toilet, everything is there, and that's how it is said that this house is built on wheels. It is built on wheels. Only four wheels are needed for you to just drive. So built on wheels. Okay. So caravans is a house. Earlier it was a bullock cart. You have that wheels, right? Bullock carts were used now to temporary houses to be put up. Okay. So now those buses have come up with all the facilities inside it. That is caravans. Okay. So you can easily move from one place to another with the help of caravans. Okay. So it is built on wheels, and you can move from one place to another. Okay. The next we are going to study is houseboats. Now very clearly understood, houseboats means a house which is built up on a boat. A house that is built up on a boat. Okay, so where are the boats? Basically in the rivers, yeah, in the lake, yeah. So similarly, the houseboats are also found in the lake region. So where basically it is found in? It is found in Kashmir and Kerala. If you have visited Kashmir and Kerala, so you must have seen the houseboats. Okay, so this is houseboats which are found in Kashmir and Kerala. Now, how are these houseboats made? It is made on the boat using wood, and they float on the water. So houseboat is made on a boat using wood and floats on water. Yes, the many rooms just as an ordinary house has. So houseboat has many rooms like an ordinary house. How you have the rooms for kitchen, for your hall, and for your dining area, or suppose say for your bedroom. So that way there are many rooms like an ordinary house has. Okay, so houseboats are found in Kashmir and Kerala. It is made upon a boat using wood, and it floats on water, and there are many rooms just as an ordinary house has. The next house type of house we are going to study is igloos. Now, what is igloo? Yeah, it's igloo. Okay, you'll find this kind of house where there is lot of snow, where there is the land is also covered with snow. In that region, you will find this house igloo. The people living there are called Inuits or Eskimos. The people living there are called Inuits or Eskimos. So Inuits and Eskimos live in igloos. So what they are called, Inuits or Eskimos. Now very well, there is snow there, that means it's only ice. So what is the material that is used? That's the ice. So they are made up of blocks of ice. They are made up of blocks of ice. So what is igloo? Inuits and Eskimos live in igloos. The people that living there are called Inuits or Eskimos that live in igloos, and it is made up of blocks of ice. The next we are going to study is house with a sloping roof. The roof which is there, it has a slope. Okay. Now where do we find these kind of houses and why? Okay. So these kinds of houses you find in a place where there is where there is snowfall and a very heavy rains. Okay. Heavy rains are there. So in that region you will find a house with a sloping roof. Okay. So places where there is snowfall and heavy rain, you find this roofs. Okay, a house with a sloping roof. Now why it is a very slope? So you can easily slide. Yes, so therefore what it helps the snow and the water to slide and fall to the ground. It helps what? The snow and the water to slide and fall onto the ground. So house with a sloping roof is where do we find? It's a place where there is snowfall and heavy rain, and thus helps water and snow to slide down and fall onto the ground. The next we are going to see is the house on stilts. Okay, house on stilts means a house which is built up with on a height. It's built up on a height with the help of the bamboos which are here. Okay, the wood which is there. So on top of that, it is built with a height. So that the why it is built up there. So where do we find these kind of house? This kind of house you find basically where there is heavy rains. Okay, the place with heavy rainfall, you find these houses which are built on a silts. Okay, Now, why it is built up? Because if it's heavy rains, of course there must be flood and there must be water all around. So it helps us to prevent the water from entering the house. It helps the water from entering the house. Okay. So house on sills, where you find the places with a heavy rainfall and where they can prevent water from entering the house. So what material is used to make the house on silt? We use a material made of bamboo or wood. Material made of bamboo or wood is used to make the house on silt. So where do we find the places with the heavy rainfall? Okay, and what material do we use? It's made of bamboo or wood. And why it is made? So that it can prevent the water from entering the house. Okay. So now students, we have seen the different types of houses, the materials that are available and how that has been built up. Yes? Yeah. So now let's read the lesson. So you're going to open your textbook to lesson number 6, types of houses. Lesson number 6, types of houses. We all need a place to live in. The place we live in is called a house. We all need a place to live in. The place we live in is called a house. Why do we need a house? Our house protects us from heat and cold. It gives us shelter from rain and storm. It protects us from thieves. It protects us from animals. So why do we need a house? Our house protects us from heat and cold. It gives us shelter from rain and storm. It protects us from thieves. It protects us from animals. So let's read again. We all need a place to live in. The place we live in is called a house. Why do we need a house? A house protects us from heat and cold. It gives us shelter from rain and storm. It protects us from thieves. It protects us from animals. Okay. The different types of houses. Houses may be big or small. Houses may be big or small. Depending on the materials used to build them, houses are of different kinds. Huts, flats, bungalows, tents, igloos, caravans, houseboats, and so on. So, house may be big or small. Depending on the materials used to build them, houses are of different kinds. Huts, flats, bungalows, tents, igloos, caravans, houseboats, and so on. Huts are made of mud and stick. The roof made of dry leaves and straw is called a thatch. These houses are not very strong. Huts are made of mud and sticks. The roof made of dry leaves and straw is called a thatch. These houses are not very strong. Most houses such as bungalows and flats are made of bricks, cements and iron rods. The doors and windows of most houses are generally made of wood and glass. These houses are strong and last for a long time. Most houses such as bungalows and flats are made of bricks, cement and iron rods. The doors and windows of most houses are generally made of wood and glass. These houses are strong and last for a long time. Okay, let's read again. Different types of houses. Houses may be big or small depending on the materials used to build them. Houses are of different kinds. Huts, flats, bungalows, tents, igloos, caravans, houseboats and so on. Huts are made of mud and sticks. The roof made of dry leaves and straw is called a thatch. These houses are not very strong. Most houses such as bungalows and flats are made of bricks, cement and iron rods. The doors and windows of most houses are generally made of wood and glass. These houses are strong and last for a long time. Next, tents are made of canvas supported by poles. They are easy to carry from place to place. Tents are used in camps and deserts. Tents are made of canvas supported by poles. They are easy to carry from place to place. Tents are used in camps and deserts. Caravans are houses built on wheels. Caravans can move from place to place. Caravans are houses built on wheels. Caravan can move from place to place. Houseboats are found in Kashmir and Kerala. These are houses made on boats using wood and they float on water. Some houseboats may have many rooms just as an ordinary house has. Houseboats are found in Kashmir and Kerala. These are houses made of boats using wood and they float on water. Some houseboats have many rooms just as an ordinary house has. So tents are made of canvas supported by poles. They are easy to carry from place to place and tents are used in camps and deserts. Caravans are houses built on wheels. Caravans can move from place to place. Houseboats are found in Kashmir and Kerala. These are houses made on boats using wood and they float on water. Some houseboats have many rooms just as an ordinary house has. Okay? Yes. Now let's begin with the next. Inuits, that is Eskimos, live in igloos. These houses are made up of blocks of ice. Inuits, that is Eskimos, live in igloos. These houses are made of blocks of ice. In places where there is snowfall and heavy rains, houses have sloping roofs. This helps the snow and water to slide and fall to the ground. In places where there is snowfall and heavy rain, houses have sloping roofs. This helps the snow and water to slide and fall to the ground. In places with heavy rainfall, houses are built on stilts made of bamboo or wood. This prevents water from entering the house. In places with heavy rainfall, houses are built on stilts made of bamboo and wood. This prevents water from entering the house. Let's see it again. Inuits, that is Eskimos, live in igloos. These houses are made up of blocks of ice. In places where there is snowfall and heavy rain, houses have sloping roofs. This helps the snow and water to slide and fall to the ground. In places with heavy rainfall, houses are built on stilts made of bamboo or wood. This prevents water from entering the house. Okay, so now in your textbook, they have given you in between, they have given you some, take the correct answer. The first one that is given to you, take the correct answer. Bungalows, igloos, huts, flats are made of mud and stick. So what is made of mud and stick? Yes, it is huts. So put a tick mark to huts. Very good. A roof made of dry leaves and straw is called a terrace, thatch, hut or tent. Thatch. So put a tick mark. Take the correct answer, the next one which is given. Tents, caravans, igloos, houseboats are made of canvas supported by poles. Yes, very good. It is tents. Very good. Eskimos live in ice cave, houseboats, mud huts or igloos. Yes, they live in igloos. Very good. Now they have given you an exercise. Okay, they have given you an exercise there behind your textbook. Let's start with the exercise. Let's discuss the exercise and you will write down the answer. The first one, match the following. You can see the column A, the pictures are given to you. Column B, the words are given. The first one is caravan, houseboat, house on stilts, hut and tents. Okay, so that place will be there. So in the where the place is provided, write down the answer A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash and E dash and copy it. So tent, so which is this first picture? It's a picture of a tent. So which letter is it? Number 5. So you'll write there number 5. Yes. Second picture, what it shows, a picture on wheels. So what it is? Caravan. So number 1. Very good. Next is houseboat. Yes. So which number? 2. So write there 2. Next is which house? House on silts. So number 3. And next is mud house. So it is called hut. So that is number 4. Okay. So A is 5, B 1, C 2, D 3 and E 4. Okay. Yes, now next move to the tick the correct answer, second question. This type of house can be easily put up and removed. It is tent, flat, house, on silts or bungalow. So which can be easily put up and you can take it and move from one place to another? Yes, tent. So put a tick mark to tent. Very good. An igloo is made of ice, canvas, brick or stone. Yes, it's made of ice. So put a tick mark. Very good. A roof made of dry leaves and straw is called a terrace, thatch, flat or bungalow. Yes, it is called thatch. Put a tick mark to it. Very good. A house on wheels is called a bungalow, caravan, flat or thatch. Yes, it is called caravan. So put a tick mark there. Tents, flats, igloos, huts are used in camps and deserts. Yes, tents. So tents are used in camps and desert. So your first answer is tent, second is ice, third is thatch, then it is caravan and the last one is tents. Okay. Now come to question number 3. Put the tick mark if the sentence is correct and wrong if it is wrong. Huts are very strong houses. Yes, it's wrong. So put a wrong sign here. They are not very strong house. Second one. Houses do not protect us from thieves. Is it? Yes, it's wrong. So put a cross sign. Next, sloping roofs are found in places where there is heavy rain and snow. Yes, so put a tick mark. So why it is found? So that the snow or the rain can slide down and fall to the ground. Next, D. Houseboats float on land. Wrong. They float on water. So wrong. Caravans are built on stilts made of bamboo or wood. Wrong. They are built on wheels. They are built on wheels. Okay. The question answers and the difficult words which are there, students, you'll get it in the next video. Okay. Now let's move ahead. There's a value for life given to you. A house may be big or small. It is not the size of the house that brings more happiness or joy. It is a love and care among the family member that makes the home a wonderful place to live in. Okay. Now here they have given you that Rani and Radha are friends. So lives in a small rented flat. Means she has to pay a rent for that flat and it is very small. While Radha lives in a big bungalow. Okay, she's living in a very big bungalow. So Rani, who is there, she always keeps comparing her house with Radha. She's living in a small house and Radha is living in a big house. So she always keeps troubling her father to buy a big house. Why we're staying in a small house? We can take a big house. So tell me, student, is it right for Rani to compare a house with that of Radha? Is it right to compare? No, it's wrong. Whether the house is big or small doesn't matter. You, as I told you, you're staying with your family, you're happy with your family. So that is more important. Should Radha feel bad that she lives in a small rented flat? No, she should not feel bad because there are some people who do not have shelter also at all at their shelter to live in. They're searching for place to live in. Yes, so she should not feel bad. Even if it's a small house, she's staying with her family and she's very happy. Some of them do not have that also. Yes, so you should not feel bad whether you're staying in a small house and your friend is having big house. Doesn't matter. You're staying with your family and you're very happy. Okay. Next, life skills. We should keep our houses clean. We have learned this, how to keep your house clean, right? You must always put your toys back in their place after playing. What else can you do to help your parents in keeping your house neat and tidy? We have already seen this in the cleanliness around us, how you can keep your house clean, right? Okay. The second question is, what is the difference between a home and a house? Now, house is what? It's a place where you live in, right? It is built of brick, cement, and iron rods. A home is a place where you live with your family and where there is lot of love, care, understanding, and happiness around. The house then becomes a home. House is only a place where you live in, but when that family comes in and when there's happiness and there's joy, there is laughter, there is crying, whatever thing, that emotional thing that takes place, that becomes a home. So that is the difference between a house and a home. Okay. Now they have given you an activity there, fun time. Join the dots and color the house and what kind of house it is. Okay. So you have to join the dots, color it, and the name of the house you will write it down. Which is the name of the house, what it is. Okay. So students, for your homework, you are going to complete this coloring. Okay. You will read the lesson once again. Then you are going to complete the exercise which I have discussed with you all. Okay. So these only are your homework. So with this, students, we have come to the end of this lesson. Hope you enjoyed learning. Thank you. Take care.